If you had the chance today to say something to Barry, what would you say?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Miss you too.
Yeah. Well, he basically turned us completely around. Our expectations, our capacity, the possibilities suddenly opened up. So he was absolutely essential to giving us a new vision, a new possibility. And we were able to, he opened the door and we walked through it.
I guess the other beautiful thing was there was never any issue, about disability. It was just we were all equals in this process.
Along comes like the octopads, even like your first experience with those.
I mean, that's probably what I remember most about Barry in terms of my the light going off, that I could actually play a beat. But he would bring in these different octopads that didn't have any internal sounds. You had to use an external sound source. And he knew all the programming, and I was just trying to understand what he was doing. When I just remember the first time when he said, well, why don't we try a hi-hat over here and a bass drum and a snare on this side and just see. And I'm like just sort of goofing around, and suddenly it just happened. I'm just playing a basic 4/4 beat. But Barry was integral to making that happen for me. And he just he was just there, always smiling and enthusiastic and ready to go.
Yeah, I came to Barry through a different route. I was really thinking about MIDI. I said, okay, and I drew a picture of a keyboard, and I would make little lines saying, okay, when I push on this key, I want it to be a bass note. I want it to be a F. So I wrote that all out and I faxed it to several music stores, and one of them was to Roland. So I got a phone call from Barry. It wasn't Barry himself, but Barry had said, hey, tell this guy, Sullivan, to get in touch with Jeff Koftanoff. And so I phoned Jeff Koftanoff. He came over and he said, oh yeah, I can do that. And so he completely reprogrammed my keyboard so I could start actually playing. So that was amazing.
Remarkable.
It was amazing, so suddenly I was playing like, real music. And, we were jamming away, and Dave was, we're wailing away on the drums, and I was actually getting real sounds coming out of the keyboard. I would get different chords and, different versions, different inversions.
But Barry, I just get the sense from everybody that was involved back then that it was never a question of, whether we could do this or not. We just got to find a way. Sure enough, we did it.